All right, we knew it was going to happen at some point, considering my affection for steering wheels. So a friend of mine on Facebook reached out to me essentially because he knew I was hunting for a 720S GT3 build. I was looking to buy it, to be honest. I wasn't really looking to, go build it myself, but he put me in contact with a guy named Ben Henderson on Facebook, who posted a picture, I believe, of a 720S steering wheel or some other custom wheel. He said, reach out to this guy. So I reach out to Ben, and he basically refers me to R Racing, who essentially has a do-it-yourself kit for the exact steering wheel that I'm looking for. And that steering wheel is the McLaren 720S GT3 steering wheel. So fast forward, I'm talking to Brandon because I know he builds wheels. He just built a really awesome RSR wheel that I was quite jealous of. And he convinced me to try it myself, and I've never built a wheel before. So, it's quite an undertaking, in my opinion, to jump into something like this for the first time. Most of these guys are experts out here doing it. Some random guy off the internet probably won't be able to produce a good wheel. So I went with a do-it-yourself kit. And the moment I knew this was going to be a bad idea, because I have the tendency to get addicted to things really quickly, specifically things that require like skill, craftsmanship, etc. I used to build handmade fishing lures a long time ago, etc. So I knew how this road was gonna turn, and it's turning that way because I picked up these parts from a friend of mine, First Aid Hobbies. He cut these 3D printed parts, and the one objective I have with this wheel is to make it wireless. So the R Racing wheel is made for USB plug-in, etc. So I had to figure out how to get this thing to convert to wireless. So I still have a SimuCube wireless module on the way, but this thing is going to be a wireless McLaren GT3 720S wheel. So some of the parts I got, if you download the instructions from R Racing, they give you all the the required parts to pick up. They don't give you the locations, but they give you the part numbers, etc. So here are my here are my button encoders. There's going to be 10 of these, I think, or 5 on each side, 6 on each side. I think there's 12 total. 4 rotary encoders. Got these from Leo Bodner. These I got off of Amazon. I think you can get them from DigiKey also. Some of the hardware, you're going to require a lot of these little M3 and M2.5 bolts. This is the 3D printed part for the surround of the button plate. I'm still waiting on a carbon fiber front end. I'm looking to do forged carbon fiber, but I'll probably end up doing the regular. Here's the box. Nice little shape to it. And then my handles, and these handles are really, really awesome because they're kind of deep and they feel like the 650 steering wheel. So got some of the parts in house, and then obviously, waiting on other parts is not really something that someone who's very impatient wants to do. So I ended up picking up one of these little puppies, a 3D printer, so I could start making these parts myself at home. So my girlfriend's gonna hate it, but the objective is to be able to produce these wheels for myself and play around as much as possible. But everything I'm planning on doing is wireless. So I have my little power button here. It's gonna be a push button, power on. My battery holder, that'll connect to the SimuCube wireless module. These rotary encoders, I'm gonna print up some knobs for these bad boys. I wanna do everything in aluminum. So I'm gonna pick up a Shapeco 3 CNC mill, so I don't have to use 3D printed plastic too much on most of the chassis. You guys know how much I like aluminum. So this is gonna be my prototype wheel. I'm putting sim core shifters on here, so I don't have to worry about these shift points. I'll drill out other ones. I don't really care too much about this wheel. This is gonna be a proof of concept before I move into aluminum. So one thing I also picked up is this carbon fiber pattern leather. And the reason why I got this is because you guys know how much I like the Precision Sim Engineering steering wheel, the wheel itself, not so much the mechanics of it. So this material is essentially the same material that they're using on the Precision Sim. So my goal is to wrap these up in this carbon fiber leather, convert this whole thing to wireless, and then see how it goes. So stay tuned. This is only episode 1 of this. We'll probably have 4 to 5 episodes as I start building. I already made a mistake. I bought this thing. It's a little too long for the chassis, and I'm having difficulties finding someone to make me my carbon fiber plate. So that will be a learning journey. Here's some of the wire I picked up for soldering. Soldering's on the way. The iron's coming soon. But just wanted to give you guys a little heads up of what I have going on over here. And I'm a little bit nervous on putting this build together, but it should be relatively straightforward considering what Brandon's telling me. So massive thanks to Ben, massive thanks to Brandon. You guys have been extremely helpful, and we'll let you guys see how this thing progresses. So just want to give everyone an update on that. Have a wonderful day, but this thing should progress pretty nicely, and it will be wireless. So that's the cool part. All right, see you guys later.